This is not virtual reality, it's true reality. What seems like a simple act of kindness become grounds for termination. Well, check out this story. Some people say no good deed goes unpunished. One Kansas City college president would likely agree. He was fired after he allowed a homeless student to sleep in the school's library. The student had been sleeping in the woods near campus, but when temperatures dropped to 4 degrees below zero, the sympathetic president opened the library door. The student didn't steal anything or cause damage to property, but the school's management let the president go without warning. What should administrators do in situations like these? And does the punishment fit the crime? You know, the cool thing is the president said that he would do the same thing again.
Well,
and I applaud you.
He may have, in fact, saved this kid's life, because we know that that's a setup for people that get frostbite, chilblains, loss of life and limbs from the cold. I saw it in my training.
Here's a homeless guy trying to do, to get educated so he can work and get out in the world. I mean, it's just completely counter to everything that the school is purportedly, doing in terms of training these kids to go out in the world.
Well, look, I've done a lot of employment law litigation in my legal career, and this stinks to me. And it stinks because it seems like a case where this university maybe wanted to get rid of this president for something totally unrelated. Lo and behold, they see this video surveillance tape, and it's like, I got you. And so they use this as a ruse or an excuse to fire this president, when I'm thinking if this is a president they like that was doing great things for this university, they would be giving him a medal and applauding him for saving the life of this student rather than firing him. I don't buy this case, and I hope he gets a lawyer.
Well, he very well may, but I read the story and I did a little research. In 2013, the school was sued for encouraging a woman to enroll in the medical assistance program, promising that it would lead to a nursing degree. The jury found that the school violated the Missouri Merchandising Practicing Act, awarded her $13 million.
Whoa.
2009, 3 former employees pled guilty to criminal charges for creating false GED certificates in order to qualify students for enrollment for federal funding. When you put profits, and this is true in healthcare, it's true in education, there are just certain areas of business where if you put profits in front of the needs of your students, your patients, then you shouldn't be in that business to me.
Well, I think this is so ridiculous too, Travis, because look, there are 47,000 homeless people just in LA County alone. So homelessness is a huge issue all over the country. And think about the opportunity this university had to get some positive publicity by helping this student who has mental health challenges and who apparently is homeless. And rather than take advantage of that to be a role model for students about what leadership really looks like, they do the opposite and fire this guy. So I just hope that he steps up. I hope that he fights back.
It also
and that
highlights something where
really
when you start talking about, look, there are a lot of different degrees and certificates out there. The great majority, I'm sure, of students going to this college, they're probably working while they're going to school. They're trying to learn a new trade. They're trying to learn a skill set. And the fact of the matter is, especially at a school like this where maybe there isn't on-campus housing, and that isn't addressed as part of the collegiate experience, you have to, hopefully places across the country will think about this, you have to have some kind of safety net for your students,
and that's another message out there. I mean, there are a lot of ways to get an education out there, and there have been many stories of places that turned out to be bogus, that did not provide the education, the credentials that they said they were going to. So everybody needs to do their homework before they give somebody their money expecting this in return.
I'm sure there are plenty of teachers at this college and many others that are all doing the right thing, and we appreciate all the educators out there. I think sometimes people who maybe are looking too much at the bottom line should think a little bit more about the purpose of their job.